Hello, 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 everyone. Well done. I am so excited to see you all. We are going to be talking about stepping into the paranormal investigation, the world of ghosts, angels, magical beings and creations, and interdimensional healing and wellness with our guest when I bring her on, Glenda Dawson, and you will adore her. She has a lot to teach us. Meanwhile, guys, I want to thank you all for coming back and being part of our Joan of Angels tribe. If you are new to our channel, please subscribe, please like, and also share it out. We're very busy over here in my sanctuary, really teaching people how to step into the miraculous, how to shift your consciousness, how to awaken to who you are, and to really remembering that you have a destiny, you're here for a reason. And we are all going to be a lot better off when we all remember what our mission and purpose is, and we do it together. So be sure to check out the website, joanofangels.com, where you will find my free ebook on how to remember your purpose and your mission and who you are. So that's good for today. All right. And the other thing I want to tell you, yes, I don't want to forget this, is that last night on the show, my Miracle Monday, one of people who've been on for quite a long time asked me in the comments, she commented on my skin. She asked me what I use for my skin. Well, in all the years I've been broadcasting, not one person has ever commented on my skin. And so I want you to know I use this product, Refresh. It's by the company I work with, HempWorks. It is a CBD/CBN cream that will actually help clear up your skin. Obviously, if someone I've never met in person who's been watching my shows thinks my skin is better, well, who knows what it could do for you, right? All right, well, that's the end of talking about that. So today we are going to really be talking about paranormal investigations, healing, what it's like to encounter ghosts. I can't wait to talk to Glenda about that. But first, I'm going to tell you all about her, all right? So Glenda is an ordained non-denominational minister, a published author, a renowned published medium and psychic, and the current matriarch of many generations of gifted women. She is also an ambassador at the Wish Alliance, like I am, so I'm going to have more chances to see her. And she's a member of the Metaphysical Committee for the world's largest ghost hunt event that she just came out of. It's every year in September. She uses multiple healing modalities to facilitate healing to the living and to those on the other side as it is needed. She's a certified master in animal Reiki. She uses all of her skills and gifts for her communication skills with all the animals, the departed loved ones, and all of us humans. So I want to invite Glenda up. There she goes. Hello, Glenda.
Hi, how are you, Joan? How's everything?
Everything is wonderful. It's wonderful. How is it for you?
Fantastic. I have spent so much time lately speaking to people on this side and on the other side that I'm rejuvenated completely.
Oh my God, tell us about it. I want to know what that's like, communicating and how you do it, and how is it restorative then?
Well, when I do it in particular, I just am making sure that I am open, that I hear with all the senses. You know, when I say I hear or I speak to them, it could be that they speak to you in pictures, that they speak to you in sense or taste. They allow you to experience and communicate with them in different clairs. When I see them, I actually see them in my third eye and my actual eyes.
You see them actually with these eyes?
Yes, I
and
do.
also in your visions, do you
Yes.
close your eyes and see them, or mostly? Okay.
I could close my eyes and see them. I see them also in my dreams, and I communicate with them in my dreams, in meditation. But the best type is when you go into a place and you actually find out the history of those that are still residing there. Even though they're on the other side in a different dimension, they tell you their story, how they got there, why they stayed there, who they were.
Oh my God.
And that is really fascinating to me. It isn't just about investigating to make sure that, to say whether there is an entity there.
Mhm.
It's a wonderful thing. And I feel rejuvenated because I get their energy. It's like really exciting to know that everything they're saying, I could go into the historian societies and books and cemetery records, and I could prove and backtrack with actual proof what they're saying to me and who is there and who is not there. So it is really like learning history from them directly.
Okay, so they tell you their stories, and
Yeah,
then you can confirm it. What
yes.
what do a lot of souls choose to stay here on the planet? What is that about then?
Well, a lot of them don't choose. A lot of them, well, they choose in a way. Everybody has a choice, no matter where you are, what dimension you're in. The reason they stay behind sometimes is because of fear. They have been brought up to thinking that if they didn't follow directions, they didn't follow what their parents said, that they drank too much, for example, or they didn't help enough, that they were going to go to a place that is chaotic and negative, what is called hell. And many of them are looking to go into the light, which is what I facilitate with. Many times I ask them if they want to see that side, that beautiful, loving side that is so penetrating and so overwhelming in love. And I show them a glimpse of it. I open what I call opening the door to the tunnel,
Mhm.
and I let them feel that energy and let them decide whether they want to go through there or not, or stay here. It is always up to us. That's one of our very few rights that no one can take away. We have a right of choice. We can stay, go. We always have a right to decide for ourselves what we want to do.
Wow.
And it is best that they go to the other side for many reasons, but basically because that's how you get debriefed, as I call it, and
Mhm.
then learn what other lessons you need to learn so you can evolve, so your soul could continue to evolve.
So when they're stuck, they're not obviously they're not evolving. So I love that. I have other friends that say they do that too, that they help souls who've been stuck to
Right.
find the light.
Mm-hmm.
So would you, I know this is a hard question, but like what percentage of souls get stuck here and don't actually like step out of their body and go the other side?
That is really hard to say, but I would say at least 25%, at
Oh my
least,
God.
from what I've encountered.
Mm-hmm.
I could only
So
speak for what I have encountered because of guilt, uh,
guilt and shame.
shame. They feel like they haven't accomplished everything they needed to do, and they don't realize you have to go and then come back to finish, to learn your lessons, to evolve.
So they're just holding on in the spirit world. Like they
Yeah.
know they're dead now, I'm
Not
assuming.
everyone. Not everyone knows they're dead.
Oh my
And,
God.
well, for example, in my mediumship class, just last night, um, a soul came through who was homeless, got hit by a truck, and he just kept reliving the last half an hour or 45 minutes of his life. And then he came here to help him move along, to get out of that vicious circle, that broken record.
he came to your class. He showed up.
He showed up to one of my students and asked that we help him so he could go into the light.
Wow.
And so we, we all get together. I tell everyone, come on, participate. Let's send good energy to him. And let's join in so he knows that it's a good place to go. And since he already had given us permission because he's the one that asked for it,
Right.
It was very easy.
Wow.
He was delighted to go.
Wow. So do you think that then, like, by going on these ghost investigations, like, and doing all this work, you're actually, in a way, a magnet for wayward souls who got lost to go back to heaven?
In a way, yes. I like to think of it as a beacon of light. And this way I shine bright to help anyone on the other side that needs help. Or as
Oh my
much
God, I love that. Oh my God, I wish someone would show up right now. I'm so, I'm so excited. I had several friends that literally committed suicide the last few years. And
sorry.
so suicide, is that a different case when you commit suicide?
Well, when you commit suicide, you kind of relive the shame and the guilt from it. There's still a way to get to what people call heaven. I just call it the other side because I really believe that hell is really right now. This is one of the lowest vibrational
Tell me about it, right?
vibrational places we could be in.
It is.
Right.
You're absolutely right.
So,
Frightening.
And I could still help those that have committed suicide. I've helped many of them, actually. I made them understand that it was just something that they went through, they chose, and I preferred that they just go to the light, but it's still their choice. And then they could get detox or debriefed and then start again. Go to the next life, the next journey, and then learn those lessons that you didn't learn in this one.
No, you're so right. You're so right.
And wow,
it is a tough planet. I say that to all of my clients. This is a tough planet.
Yes.
And the truth is, now everyone knows it's a tough planet. No one's been left in the dark about what is going on. Like someone is saying, look, it can't be worse than this. This is, you know what? Yes. And now we're all seeing it from all walks of life around the planet. So there you have it. But that's a different discussion.
Yes.
So how did you get into this paranormal? How did you become you?
How did I become me? All right. I will tell you, at the age of 2, or the day before the age of 2, I was visited, as I often did, by archangels. Michael, Raphael, and a couple of others. And I was told, and my parents were told by many, many experts, that I would never be able to walk because of what I was born with. I could never walk, and just settled that, this is her life. Just work around it, whatever. Well, I was sitting in a little rocking chair on the porch, like my mother did every afternoon, and they showed up, and I age of 2, for goodness sakes, or not even 2. I'm looking at all these people with costumes and all that. I think they're the greatest to me. And they showed up and they said, come on, let's walk. And I would say, what? I can't. And they're like, no, don't let anybody stop you, and don't let anybody limit you. And they held my hand, pulled me up, walked inside the house. After hearing my mother scream, she fainted. The neighbors came, and I'm like, what's everybody going crazy about?
Oh my God. How old were you?
I wasn't even 2. It was one day before the age of 2.
And you hadn't walked before?
Never.
And you actually remember them telling you, remember this. This is huge.
Well, it's a big thing, big experience. I do remember communicating with them before that. But it was basically, oh, cute, good costume. They would come and talk to me, and they would always encourage me to be bright and shine, that I was here for a lot more than what people are limiting me to. And so slowly they started talking to me about all that. And, so that was my first big encounter. That was like the one that I really like to share the most. Because it could happen to anybody at any time, and that's what I tried to tell people.
Right.
But that started basically my journey. I haven't stopped walking since then, and every single time a doctor says to me, "Oh, you're gonna, mess yourself up. You're not gonna walk," and I'm like, "Please, I've been there, done that. I'm gonna continue." And I'm stubborn, so I proved them wrong, and I continue. So
I love proving them wrong now. I think that's my life's mission. Just prove them wrong. Because it is true. It is, in a certain way, proving them wrong outside, because there's so much that's going on that they try to filter our experience and encapsulate. So I love this. So what are some of the other things that are your most favorite things to do in this other interdimensional paranormal world?
Well, I love to go to investigations. Yes, I participate in those. But 99% of the times, myself and my partner, Larry, are called in when the ghosts are upset or in a property because people have gone in there, they have disrespected them. It's like, who wants to hear somebody say, okay, if you want to prove to me you're here, knock 3 times on the wall or whatever. And it's like, after a while, they feel disrespected because they're not being heard. They're there for a purpose. They're there to teach us. They're there to show us part of history that are not in the books.
Right.
Part of us. A lot of the times I have found that they're not just ghosts, that they were not just human. A lot of the times I have found that they are from other dimensions,
Right.
other planets, other places. And if you give them respect and you go in there and you say, I just want to hear your story. Just tell me what you want to tell me. And I found that I have never been attacked. I have never been attacked. I have never been in a place where I feel fear. I have never been in any situation where I have been scratched or anything like that, because I respect them.
Okay, so I'm thinking that may happen to some people. And this is very important to me because I have a dear friend who's coming to do a show with me tomorrow. Sometimes I do my 420 spiritual living show. She's coming over. She's been begging me to go to her house because they have a ghost. And she lives in a beautiful estate, absolutely exquisite. But apparently in the guest room, there is a ghost. I've never really spoken to ghosts. And so, but she keeps wanting me to go. All right. So you're giving me a little confidence. We may end up calling you, Glenda, but you're saying the first thing is to actually ask, why are you talking to me? What do you need to be happy?
Many times, a couple of weekends back, I was at the Conjuring House, the 24th, 25th, in Rhode Island. Well, before I even stepped into the property, before I even drove onto the driveway, I asked the house, was it okay for me to go in?
Oh, God. Okay, that's actually a brilliant question. I don't know why. I haven't thought of that. Oh, God. Okay.
I asked for permission. And then when I was about to walk into the threshold, I said, okay, I'm here peacefully. I am just here to keep everything calm, so nobody gets hurt.
Wow,
and
mediator.
Well, I feel if I deserve respect and I demand respect living, Why shouldn't they?
No, you're so right. I did once go on a ghost hunting event, and it was to the underground bowels of an ancient hospital in Long Beach, California, that had a lot of atrocities. It was like around the Civil War. There were just tremendous atrocities.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little scary to me. And we did have, we were able to record them on our cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
And I did record them on my cell phone. So I found it very, very fascinating. But I wish that the people who had it was a spectacle, though. It was on a tour, a spectacle. And what I'm hearing from you is actually it would be better to bring people who can actually help the people who are trapped within in the hospital,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to going in and like being in a zoo.
Right. Exactly. And that's the way I look at it. I mean, I love investigations. Don't get me wrong. I love going. There are a lot of respectful teams out there that, do ask for permission, do ask, can you come and give us evidence that you're here? Only because we want to hear you. We want to acknowledge that you're here. It's very different than when you go in and you just like, okay, 3 people died in this cell, and let's see if we could hear them,
Right. And it was so weird. And I would see these explosions of light that would show up.
Right.
And I wasn't, in those days, I had not yet connected with angels, so I didn't know. I just didn't go in as I would go in now,
Right.
I will probably go to my friends. We're getting a lot of questions about Halloween.
Oh,
And
okay.
you have a beautiful tribe of followers. They're raving about you. Okay. I mean, raving. But before we get to all of that raving, we have questions like, what happens when the veil thins on Halloween?
Well, there's a lot of things happening on Halloween, but the veil isn't just thin in Halloween. It's already been thinning since, July, August. So, yes.
Just recently. Why do you think recently?
Well, definitely starting very thin since then, because every year we go through our seasons.
Okay.
Okay. But this year, it has been very thin since then. I do believe because of everything that's been happening in the world right now. So it's like their way of trying to reach us and say, don't make mistakes. Don't make the same mistakes we did. Try to learn from all this. Try to wake up. Try to be open about and awaken yourself and spiritually rise above everything that's happening now. Don't let your light die.
So those are some of the messages that you're getting from the other side as a warning.
Yes.
To planet Earth, to all of us.
Mm-hmm.
I've been wondering about that. I've been wondering from the other side, and I'm not just talking departed loved ones now.
Right.
We can talk about the angelic realms or the extraterrestrial realms,
right.
How they're seeing what is going on here on the planet. Because I'm experiencing from a lot of people a sense of hopelessness that has never, ever have I, even the most optimistic people I have ever known are expressing that it's like this has gone on too long.
Right.
So what does the other side say, do you think?
Well, the other side is definitely saying to me that we need to start raising our vibrations. We need to look at this as an experience and the opportunity for learning, for unity, because the world was me before all this.
Right.
And we need to, this is an opportunity for us to get together as beings on this planet and start to help each other and raise our vibrations, heal from all this. There's been a lot of people that have passed away from in the last 2 years.
Yes.
And it's time that we need to help each other bring the best out. bring the best out, to learn, to love each other, to raise our vibrations, to go through the whole world and help each other.
You're right. No, it's a time to see the big picture,
Exactly.
see where we stand in it, and remember, why we're here through these times, which I know you've been chosen for sure. And many of our tribe listening to this are those who know that they came here for a reason and a purpose and a mission. And so these are our times. But I will say this, about a year ago, I was like thinking I'm the only Joan of Angels on the planet, which is true. It's kind of an interesting thing. And then my guides went like this, because I was feeling kind of low. I wanted to fall, like it was like, okay, can't I just fall apart for a while and do this? And I can't even tell you, I heard a loud ringing in my head, which was really that you think you're the only Joan of Angels. You may be for now, but believe us, there are many people. The call has gone out to more people than just you. And should you decide not to do what you came here to do, and this is for all of our audience, someone else will come along and go like this, elbow you out and be doing it for you. And that was my really huge awakening. My whole energy shifted after that. I'm like onward and upward. But don't you think that's true, really?
Yes, we all come for a reason. And they show it to us. They actually tell us. They give us hints. They push us in a direction. This is where we would like you to go. This is the direction you're supposed to be, because this is what you came for. But, humans, beings that we are, sometimes we're a little hard-headed. No, that's not what we want to do. And I could tell you a story. They have wanted me to move the other side, the angels and my guides and all that, to move out of Wayne, New Jersey for about 5 years before I finally moved out. Well, they kept hinting and hinting, you need to move out, your path is someplace else, you're going to go someplace else. So they created a hurricane. And they forced me out.
They did it just for you, huh?
Well, not just for me, but I am sure that they didn't have to do it right there. They could have.
Yes, but you heard it and you got the message finally.
I got the message to move, and I did. I moved out, and I've been able to be in Pennsylvania now. And ever since then, I feel wonderful. I felt the perfect move. It felt like the right move.
The right time.
Right.
And it's so funny because anytime I move, I have to have that voice that says you're moving right now. And so far, they have not told me to move. And I'm surprised they said to move, but I too would wait to hear it. All right. Well, this is so fascinating. It's really delightful. Tell me about your magical creations. Like, how did you come up with that name for your website?
Well, originally it started out when I was making jewelry, and I would Reiki the jewelry and put good energy into it. Make my own, like these earrings, for example. And so that's how it started. I was doing jewelry boxes with different designs on them, and I all types of crafts. And then it just expanded to, I was teaching and I was creating beings that were enlightened. So to me, it just followed. And I was creating classes to help people. And so it just
magical creations. That's so interesting. I create beings too. They come through and they're adorable, and they want to talk to people, and they even tell people where, like, you need, I don't know, they're so active. Tell me then how people can work with you.
Well,
and about that.
They could go to my website, glendasmagicalcreations.com. They could email me there. They could find me on Facebook, on Instagram. I'm really all over. So anytime they could send me even a text. And if you do call, please leave a message, because a lot of people say, I called, but I said, well, did you leave me a message? I don't recognize the number. It could be some, advertising company or
Spam call. Mhm.
right. And just leave me a message and I will, return your phone call for sure.
Wonderful. And you do readings and healings and ghost work and
Yes. And
trainings.
I train in Reiki, many different modalities. Usually, say for Usui, which is the original Reiki, was most people go up to 3 levels. I decided to go up to the 20th level, so I'm a grandmaster in it, not just a master. I have taken Karuna Ki. I'm a grandmaster there, to 9th level. I've taken Kundalini, 9th level in that. I've even elemental Reiki, which brings the elements, the fire, the air, all different things. And I also created my own modality for children. So I teach Reiki to children. They are beautiful.
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 Oh my God. I bet they love to do it to their pets.
Yes.
Right?
That is instantly. They love to do it to their parents and the pets.
Their pets. Yeah.
And they feel like they're doing something. And it gives them something to do, that it isn't just video games. It isn't just hanging out with their friends. And especially right now, since we had all this, it helps them deal with the isolation
I love it.
and their friends. So it's really, it's wonderful.
Very empowering. And actually, I have a dear friend with a 7-year-old boy. Is that too young to learn how to do Reiki?
No, I have
Oh my God.
kids that were 3 years old.
Okay. I very happy to hear about this. Okay. So people can go to your website. They can sign up and take mediumship classes.
Yes, yes.
They could take, right? They could take.
I have the full schedule. There's mediumship.
Reiki.
There's a Reiki clinic that I was one of the founders for, and I continued it. It's all by donation. So if somebody needs healing, we do it on Zoom. We do it on person. We do kind of like a meditation as I'm sending Reiki out to them. And there's mediumship. There's guided meditation that I do also by donation. I do have certain classes that, of course, it's a fee. But if you even email me and explain to me that, or talk to me and give me that, tell me your situation, we could work. We could work with that.
I love it. So you're flexible.
Yes, I am. Yes.
So before I let you go, I just heard this little voice, and it was kind of telling me that, well, your team on the other side actually knew you were coming on the show, they said, and that some of the things you said to us, they like planned it. They wanted us on this side to hear it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So is there anything else they want us to know before we let you go?
They want you to know that healing is for everyone, that never allow anybody to stop you or limit you, that we are all wonderful beings, we are all loving, we just sometimes need a little help to find our way.
Wow, and no soul gets really lost, even though they may be stuck.
Yes, correct. They could be stuck, but they're always there. And I tell everybody, I try to shine my light wherever I go. And let me tell you, it's very hard when you're not even 5 foot tall. So my fans can tell you.
Oh my God, you're under 5 foot tall. Those are the best mediums and psychics, okay? The best mediums and psychics I know are short and powerful.
Yes.
Short and big. You cannot push them over.
Nope.
Nope. But I guess they're also saying it's from all the information you've downloaded over the years.
Right.
You have to be kind of strong. I've never seen a skinny medium, actually. doesn't
Doesn't
happen.
happen.
It just doesn't happen.
We need place to put over all that information somewhere.
You are wonderful. First of all, I want to say thank you to all your tribe for coming on too,
Thank you.
because you're getting all sorts of wonderful comments and people.
Thank you, guys. I love you
I don't know if you
all.
can see it when Tina puts it up on the screen, but
Yes.
guys, we are so happy to see you. I'm definitely going to have Glenda back on. I love your energy.
Thank you. I love
I
yours.
just really love your energy. You're really kind of fun. And you know, I didn't know what to expect when we started talking about the ghost investigations. I did have a friend who used to do, oh God, what do you call it when people go in and they get exorcisms?
Right.
Now, do you do exorcisms?
I have done those, yes.
And that would be very, very different than telling a spirit to go to the light or helping them move up to the light.
I call it remediation and resolution.
That's what, okay, I had seen on your website, I go, what is remediation and resolution?
I go in there and I see what kind of agreement we could come up that both sides are happy. So if the person decides to stay there or the spirit decides to stay there, the humans can live with them. So,
oh God. Okay. So when you come to California to do an event, I want you to let me know.
Okay.
I'm going to come to anything you do out here.
I'll be in Vegas in December.
Oh, you are in Vegas?
Yes.
Oh, well, you know, it's only a few hour drive from me. You never know.
There you go.
How exciting. All right. Okay. Well, you stay in touch with us, Glenda.
Same. Thank you.
I definitely loved having you on this show.
Oh, definitely loved
and I learned so much. Thank you.
All right.
So
Thank you.
All right. Okay. All right, guys. Well, was that inspiring? Yes, it was. It was even more than I thought we were going to get. It was for me very, very interesting. And I'm going to go tell my friend tomorrow when she comes over that I can go to her house. I will see if I have any way of connecting with the ghosts that are there. And you can be sure I will be reaching out to Glenda. Probably be reaching out to Glenda. Okay, certain things. So I'm sure that the reason I don't connect with ghosts is that I've been afraid, frankly. So there you have it. All right, guys. So on another note, I first of all want to thank all of you for being here. I'm so honored that you're here with us as we step into the miraculous, as we open the veil, as we look at the other side to see what's beyond the veil. And we really start to remember who we are, how powerful we are, and our purpose. So, guys, please head out to my website, joanofangels.com, and grab that free ebook. You will like it on remembering your purpose. And also check out the YouTube channel. And we'll put that up in a second too, but check out the YouTube channel so that we can, and if you like what you see, like, subscribe, and share. And meanwhile, I am so glad that all of you love her tremendously. I already love her tremendously. Her energy is just magical. Oh, wait, we got miracle and magical, miraculous and magical. So the next show we'll do with Glenda will be stepping into the magical miraculous, or the magical and the miraculous with the two of us. Sounds good to me. Anyway, meanwhile, have a blessed and beautiful day, and we'll see you all soon. Enjoy.